Everyone talks of freedom, but there are but few who act for freedom, and the actors for freedom are oppressed by the talkers and verbal professors of freedom. If thou wouldst know what true freedom is, it lies in the community in spirit and community in the earthly treasury. Gerard Winstanley, a watchword to the city of London and the army, sounds like that, 1649. Diggers, 1649. Interesting, actually. The digger movement began in Surrey in April 1649, 2 months after the execution of the first King Charles. The name comes from their interesting, don't you think? The name comes from their practice of digging and manuring the waste and common land, which they did both to grow food and to show that everybody has a right to enjoy the earth. So the story's been going on for a long time, and its fruits. Diggers believed that freedom from poverty, hunger, and oppression could be won if the earth were made a common treasury for all. A common treasury for all. They set up communal settlements and encouraged everybody to come and join them. However, the brutality of their opponents meant they did not survive for long, but their writings and ideas continue to inspire people throughout the world today. Winstanley lived here where I am in Cobham, south of London itself. Opposed to the digging on Little Heath would have been Parson John Platt, Lord of the Manor, and his opposite number at Stoke to Abanon, Sir Anthony Vincent. Platt was the diggers' most active opponent. Through other ministers in Surrey, appointed a lecturer or special preacher at Cobham to stir up opposition to the diggers. A White Lion in Cobham, which is still standing, though no longer known by that name, was once the venue for a meeting for those hostile to the diggers. Here, according to Winstanley, a group of knights, gentlemen and rich freeholders met on August 24th, 1649, to share intelligence. Sounds like World Health Organization or United Nations maybe. And advised together what course they should take to subdue the diggers. Aided by quantities of sack and tobacco, they bought people off. But the diggers had considerable support from the people of Cobham, and it was not until Easter 1650 that inducements and threats eventually persuaded a sufficient number of them to assist the gentry in dispersing the diggers' camp. It's the same today as it was then. Yeah, that's a bit scratchy. So here's a little map just for reference. Well, you see, nothing has changed actually, has it? People are still trying to do this against the Stoke to Abanon and Sir Anthony Vincent type. Parson, a religious dude as well, so yeah. Bribery. So, your freedom is something that is not wanted by the majority. Certainly, it's easy to persuade them to put on masks, right? Food for thought. And what is to come?